Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2025 U15 AAA Female Provincials here in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia. As we're here on High Button Sports, ready to bring you the matchup between the Fundy Highlanders and the Metro Force Red. As we finally get underway here, starting in nets for the Highlanders is going to be number 1, Bailey Nash. And for the Metro West Force Red, it's going to be number 35, Emma Ancliffe. As we now get underway as the puck is out into the Force's zone. The Stars have a hold of it now as that's going to be recollected down low. Gibbs takes a quick shot as that's going to be a backhander on the rebound and now collected by the Force. On the move into the neutral zone is Power as she loses control of the puck. Now that's going to be sent down into Force territory as Malloy battling for it. Now it's going to be taken away. Martin feeds it up to the blue line. Back down to the far side wall for Martin. Now the Force on the move the other way. It's going to be Neal with the puck. Neal tries to work in. Reed chasing after that puck down low. Reed behind the net with it. Looks around for a pass option. Reed sends it back up to the blue line. Now that's going to be taken away as Fundy makes their way up into the neutral zone. Now into Force territory. A quick shot and a blocker saved by Ancliffe. Now the pass up to Reed on the near side wall goes offline after a stick check by Michaud. Fitzpatrick goes down into the corner for the Force. Tries to get a backhand pass to the other side as that's going to be sent down. Now recollected. Kelly tries to work out of her own zone. Pressure being applied, though, by Fundy as that's going to be recollected. In the corner, McLeod walks in. McLeod had a shot chance. Couldn't get it off in time as that's going to be picked up now by the Force. Reed chips it off the glass. Now tries to work into the offensive zone as that's going to be taken away. And Michaud collects off the stick check. Michaud now into the neutral zone. Passes center ice, sends it down and goes for a change as that's going to be Ancliffe coming out of the blue paint to play that one. Now it's Turner. Turner tries to pass it up to O'Sullivan as O'Sullivan's going to send it into the neutral zone. Chasing after it. McCurdy sends it over to the far side. Going down low is going to be Clark. Now O'Sullivan down low, tripped up on the play. Official's arm is not up in the air, so play continues here as that's going to be picked up along the wall. Turner tries to move it down into the corner now. Force have a chance in front. The pass offline as it's in the scrum right in front of the net. Now Turner finds it. Turner tries to set it in front. Now the Fundy Highland Stars try to move it out of their zone. Hardnell sends it up the wall. Now collected as it's going to be Chick. And we got a delayed penalty coming up this time on the Force as it was tripping right by the Fundy bench as it's going to be the assistant captain here, number 11, Sydney Power, headed to the box. 2 minutes for tripping as it's now time for the Steel Mac power play here on High Button Sports as the face-off, not the FaceTime, sorry, is going to be down low in the Force zone as now playing the puck up along the wall behind the net. Now the Force able to get it cleared down the ice into Stars territory as it's going to be Duty with the puck. Duty works up into the neutral zone, passes center ice. Now takes it into the offensive zone, drops it off. Pass over to Harrison on the near side wall. A quick pickup here for Martin. Martin moves into the far side corner now. Tries to get a feed in front. Able to find it. Duty takes a shot. That goes wide. Hale tries to go back to collect behind the net as it's going to be sent down along the far side wall. Duty can't play. So that's going to exit into the neutral zone. Harrison goes back. Now behind the net, Martin with the puck. Moving around is the captain, Burris. She works into the offensive zone on the near side. Into the corner now behind the net in forced territory. Looks around for a pass option. Finds McLeod up top. McLeod works around now. Finds Burris. Burris walks in, shoots, and that goes wide right as it's going to be picked up by McDonald down low. McDonald works around the circle. McDonald has a lane in front. A backhand shot and a quick save there by Ancliffe for the whistle. 9:53 left to go here in the first period of play as we're going to adjust the clock for the folks at home. Trying to keep it as accurate as possible so you guys can get the most out of your viewing experience here on the High Button Sports YouTube channel, as I hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday afternoon, just like we are over here at High Button Sports. Bring you full coverage of the U15 AAA male and female provincials. If you're looking to go find the male provincials, check out the highbuttonsports.ca website where you can find full coverage of the U15 male major provincials held in Pictou County, Nova Scotia, just about a 45-minute drive from where we are right now in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia. So pretty condensed whenever it comes to the two U15 major age groups battling it out for the provincial title as McLeod plays the puck along the near side wall as that's going to be cleared down the ice once again. A successful power play coming from the Forces. Power is now out of the box. And Burris, the captain here for the Stars, tries to work out of her own zone. Can't do so as that's going to be back into the neutral zone. Jones can't find the puck. Martin takes it away and now works back behind her own net. Martin generates some speed there behind the net with some crossovers as it's going to be turned over. Now collected by McLeod. McLeod pumps the brakes, now looks around as that's going to be sent over to the right side, but out into the neutral zone as Hartnell feeds it up the wall. Now the Force in the offensive zone. That's taken away as it's going to be sent into the corner. Damzik loses control of puck as that's over to the right side now. Trying to recollect here, the Force. Turner sends it back down low into the corner. Collected by Malloy. Now taken away as the Stars try to make their way up the ice. That's going to be chipped in by Sutherland, chasing after that one. Ancliffe comes out of the blue paint to play the puck. Now tries to feed it up to Power as that's taken away. Turner goes down low. Turner tries to feed it up to Malloy on the near side wall. Now on the tie-up, making it out. It's McDonald as she sends it down the ice and goes for a change. Now the Stars chip it up the wall as that's going to be kept in the offensive zone now by the Force. As it's Michaud with the puck. Lose control of it. Reed on the tie-up there, trying to move towards the center of the offensive zone. Lose control of the puck along the far side wall, now recollected. The feed in front is taken away as the Stars try to make it out of their own zone, but the Force keeping it in. As that clear attempt down the ice by the Stars is going to be icing as we have 7:04 left to go here in the first period of play. Coming up after this game here in Port Hawkesbury is going to be the Metro East Inferno versus the Quad County Whitecaps. And then the opening ceremonies, and then after that, you City fans out there, we got the Metro West Force Red versus the Metro West Force Blue, battling it out for the last game here on Friday night. All live on the High Button Sports Tournaments YouTube channel. As that's puck played along the far side wall where Wiley sends it up to Burris. Burris loses control of the puck in her own zone. Now recollects as she moves into the neutral zone, past center ice, into Force territory. Burris almost able to split the defenders there, unable to do so as puck's played along the near side wall. Fitzpatrick sends it back. Picked up by Mumbercat. Mumbercat sends it up. Stretch feed over to O'Sullivan, goes offline as that's going to be played down the ice by Burris as icing's going to be waved off. Fitzpatrick with the puck down low in the corner. Feeds it up to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan tries to pass the puck up into the neutral zone as that's collected by Mumbercat now. Mumbercat works in, takes a shot. That's going to be covered for the whistle. 6:01 left to go here in the first period of play. Now Harrison with it. Feeds it over. Duty tries to get it out of the zone as that's going to be kept in by Power. Power on the far side. Tries to work towards the net. Finds in the feet. A quick shot. That one's off the iron as it's going to be picked up on the far side. Now the breakout feed just offline as it's going to be Ancliffe coming way out of the blue paint to play that puck up into the neutral zone. Battling for it now, McDonald chips it into the offensive zone for the Stars as Malloy comes back to track that puck and collect. Lose control of it now as it's Clark with it. Clark chips it off the wall. Now McDonald across. Quick shot there, blocked in traffic as the Force now on the move. As it's Turner, puts the puck between the legs of the defender of Harrison there. Now Reed can't hold the offensive zone. Gibbs sends it over the near side, up for Turner. Turner over to Reed. That goes offline. Now that's going to be chipped up into the offensive zone by the Force as Kelly moves it along the near side wall. Now Duty collects down low. Sent over to the near side. Gibbs collects along the wall, feeds it up to the point. Quick shot through traffic. The redirect goes offline as that's going to be collected down low by Neal. Now behind the net, Harrison with it. Now it's Duty. That's going to be kept in here as that quick shot goes wide. Now the feed up. Goes all the way down the ice, and it's going to be blown down for icing. 4:05 left to go here. And now off the draw, it's going to be up at the blue line. Played by the Force. Fitzpatrick with it. Sends it over the right side as that's going to be chipped in by Damzik. Now into the corner, McCurdy tries to play it up the wall. That's going to be taken back down low by the Force. As it's going to be Mumbercat battling for it down low as it's taken back by the Stars now. Off the glass, it's going to go out of the zone. Hits a Force player along the way, and Ancliffe loses her balance there, able to regain it and hop on top of the puck and cover for a whistle as a set of panic there kind of came in over the Force bench as they seen Ancliffe slowly falling backwards, losing her footing on the way to the puck. 3:26 left to go here in the first period of play. We're scoreless, folks. It's going to be a back-and-forth matchup all game long, so you better be ready. As that's going to be picked up now by Scott. A quick shot and a pad save there as that's going to be sent over to the far side by Turner. Now Power with it. Power passes it up into the neutral zone as that's going to be picked up now. Burris can't keep a hold of it. Now McDonald tries to work up the center of the ice, takes a quick shot, and that's going to be taken away now. Into the corner, the Stars try to work out of their zone. Burris now on the near side. Chips it off the glass, tries to exit it out of the zone as it goes off the shoulder of Turner. It's going to be a foot race down the ice now. Now Burris at the blue line takes a shot. That goes wide left. Now moving up the wall, Malloy tries to chip it up. That's going to be sent back down low into the corner. Hartnell with it behind the net. Looks around, sends it back over to the far side. Now Duty sends it towards the net. McDonald goes into the corner. They're battling it out with Turner as the puck goes into the hands of the Force on the breakout. Kelly able to chip the puck out into the neutral zone as that's going to be picked up now by the Stars. Harrison works back into her own zone with it into the corner. Tied up with Reed. Now along the near side wall trying to exit the zone. Gibbs able to hold it as we got a delayed penalty coming up. 1:48 left to go as we're now in time of the Steel Mac power play. As it's going to be back into the hands of the Stars. As this time it's going to be number 14, Abby Kelly, sent to the box. As that's now going to be sent down the ice by the Force. The Highlanders on the move. Sorry, the Stars. As that's going to be moved down by McLeod. McLeod has some space. McLeod works in. Shot opportunity in front. They score! The Fundy Highland Stars put the first one on the board, and the power play goal is theirs. 1-0 the score now. As the setup and the rebound opportunity, and it was Brooke McDonald finding the puck in front and tucking it into the back of the net to give the Stars a 1-0 lead with 1:24 left to go in the first period of play. As we're back in action already. Puck sent down into Stars territory. Collected by McLennan. McLennan sends it up the wall. Now Wiley tries to get out of the zone as it's going to be taken away. Mumbercat works around the center ice circle. Now goes back into her own zone to recollect. Mumbercat chips it up to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now. That's going to be picked up along the blue line. Martin sends it back. McLennan back in her own zone. Sends a D-to-D pass across as that's going to be kept in the offensive zone by Malloy. Not for long as Scott collects in the neutral zone for the Stars. Now Damzik trying to find it. It's going to be Power now with the puck. Power over to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick now chips it up to Malloy. Malloy shoots. That's blocked. Now McDonald wraps it around the boards. Turner can't get there as that's going to be picked up by the Stars. Once again, making their way out into the neutral zone. We got 15 seconds left to go here in the first period of play. As Malloy has it along the near side wall. Harrison now chips it over to the far side corner. And that's going to do it here for one period of play. 1-0 the score as the Fundy Stars take an early 1-0 lead here on High Button Sports. Stick around for period number 2 in just a few moments. And we're back and ready for action as period number 2 is just about underway as we're here in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia to bring you the U15 AAA Female Provincials. And with the hosts being the Quad County Whitecaps as we're ready to go. Center ice. That's kicked back into forced territory. Hartnell goes back behind the net to play the puck. Sends it over to the far side for Malloy. Malloy over to McDonald. McDonald can't keep a hold of it. Now found by Power. Power has a lane. Shoots a pad save there coming from Nash. As it's going to be collected now. Turner chips it off the wall. So that's going to be sent in deep into the offensive zone. Power, already there behind the net, ready to go as that's sent up the wall over. Now Bryant shoots, that's blocked. A big collision down low there as a delayed penalty is coming up. As whistle blows here as there's a collision down into the corner that was close on the numbers. And the penalty is going to be on number 11, Sydney Power here. So a 2-minute power play for the Stars once again. Their third power play of the game. 1 for 2 on the day for the power play, I should say. As last game the Stars played, they had I believe it was a 2-2 tie between the hosts, the Quad County Whitecaps, and the Fundy Stars. And a quick shot from Burris and a blocker save there as the Force able to clear out the zone. Burris had both goals for the Stars in that game. Definitely should be on a lot of people's scouting reports here in this tournament. She has the height, the size, and the physicality whenever it comes to being a strong force in the offensive zone. And being a defenseman at that really shows that she is a 5-tool hockey player. As there's a battle down low between the Force net as that's going to be sent over to the right side. Wiley across over to Burris. Burris whiffs on the shot. McDonald now up to Burris. Burris tried to pump on the brakes, lost her footing there as that's going to be kicked into the corner. McDonald now up to Burris. Burris tries to work in, lose control of the puck, recollected by McDonald. McDonald over to Burris. Burris with a one-timer and a blocker stop there. As that's back at the wall, Burris sends it down low. Now that pass to Martin goes offline, kicked out into the neutral zone. 25 seconds left to go on the Steel Mac power play for the Stars as that's going to be sent back down the ice with some authority. Burris, plenty of time to work with here on the breakout. Not too much pressure being applied by the Force. 10 seconds left to go on the power play for the Stars. As it's going to be Burris now working up into the offensive zone here. Back to equal strength, 5-on-5. Michaud tries to drop it off as that's going to be sent over to the far side now. Into the corner here. The Force have a hold of the puck. So that's going to be collected by Mumberket. Mumberket works past center ice now into the offensive zone. Lose control of the puck as Burris wraps it around to the far side wall where Fitzpatrick for the Force is going to get there first. Sends it down low. Martin behind the Stars net now trying to work out of the zone as Hale has a hold of it for them now. That pass offline collected by the Force as it's Jones who passes center ice and sends it in deep. Now Sullivan back to Jones. Jones back to O'Sullivan along the wall. Sullivan tries to feed it back to Jones. Has a shot chance in front and a pad save there by Nash. As the clear attempt from Burst is going to get out into the neutral zone. Hartnell now feeds it over to the far side. As Damzik gets off the ice in time to wave off the too many players as the Stars now on the breakout. Hartnell can't get there in time for the puck as that's going to be chipped back down low. Hartnell down low for Power as Duty's there to apply pressure. Power knocked down to her knees as that's going to be collected by the Stars here in their own zone, looking for a solid breakout. As that's going to be Sutherland battling with Hartnell along the wall. Now Power tries to move it towards the net. It's collected. Now Hartnell sends it back down low. Over to the far side. Now collected by the Stars. McDonald has it. Works into the neutral zone past center ice. Splits the defender there. Now tries to work in, but the stick check coming from Turner knocks the puck loose as the Force try to make it down. Now McLennan sends it over to the far side. Duty with me showed and heads up there as that was a scary collision along the wall. And the whistle's going to be blown, and we're going to take a moment here on High Button Sports to make sure all is okay down at ice level. And we're back, folks. All seems to be well as the Stars are back onto the power play here. A 2-minute power play after the collision along the Stars bench. As the faceoff is going to be down in the offensive zone here for the Stars. 1-0 the score. Off the draw now, that's going to be cleared out of the zone by the Force. McLeod drops it off, now recollected by McLeod on the breakout. McLeod works out into the neutral zone, passed into offensive territory, and a quick shot as that one was blocked. Along the near side wall now, Burris works around with the puck, now sends it over to the right side. McDonald back to Burris. Burris back to McDonald. Back to Burris. Burris from the point, shoots. Pad stop there by Ancliffe. Now McDonald. Burris sends it across. One-timer chance, just goes wide. So that's going to be out at the blue line. Burris able to hold it in. Burris works in on the right side. Has a shot opportunity, holds on as that's going to be collected by the Stars now. Burris with a shot, a pad stop there by Ancliffe. Now McDonald on the near side corner. That's going to exit the zone as the Stars are forced to recollect. Wiley works in on the right side. Knocked down on the play as we're going to have another delayed penalty coming up on the Force as McDonald shoots. Pad stop there as the play is now blown down. 8:06 left to go as the Force are headed back to the penalty box as this time it's going to be number 8, Adele Damzik. 26 seconds worth of 5-on-3. And then Kelly will be sent out of the box, and then they're going to have a remainder minute 34 left to go on the power play. Face off down low in the Force zone. Taking the draw is Martin as that one's won back to Burris now. Burris walks in from center. Takes a shot and a blocker stop there by Ancliffe. Now Martin. Martin sends it across to the right side. Quick shot, pad stop there by Ancliffe as that's sent into the corner. Now McLeod as we're back to 5-on-4 as Kelly's out of the box. Minute 30 left to go on the power play here for the Stars. O'Sullivan tries to get a clear attempt. Burris with a stick lift keeps the puck in the offensive zone. McLeod now works in, shoots, pad save by Ancliffe. Rebound opportunity kicked out. Burris now picks it up along the near side wall. Tries to keep a hold of it here as Martin. Back to Burris. Burris sends it into the corner. Now up to McLeod. McLeod walks in on the right side. McLeod has a space. McLeod shoots off the glass as the net goes offline. Play continues. Martin walks in. Martin shoots. That goes off the official there in the corner after going off the blocker of Ancliffe. Now O'Sullivan on the move. 37 seconds left to go on the power play. Martin keeps it in the offensive zone, tries to feed it in front. Ancliffe dives to get a cover, to get a whistle blown. But the Stars keeping the pressure rolling here. As whistle's going to be blown down now as the Force touched the puck and the net was offline. 6:24 left to go here in the second period of play. 19 seconds left to go on the power play for the Stars as they're looking for a chance to extend their lead to potentially 2 here before the second period comes to an end. Maybe the Force able to find an answer. You'll only find out one way, and that's on High Button Sports. So make sure to stick around as I'm sure this game's going to be a back and forth matchup all game long. As that's going to be up at the blue line now, the Force on the move. McDonald tries to work in on the right side. McDonald tries to make a nice move there, loses track of the puck. As we're back to equal strength, 5-on-5 here on High Button Sports. As it's Scott. Tries to work towards the center of the neutral zone. Now sends it over to the D partners. That's going to be collected by the Force and cleared down the ice as the Force did not realize that they're back to equal strength. McLeod down low. Now collected by Turner. Turner tries to send it up into the neutral zone as that's going to go by now into Stars territory as it's going to be a foot race. Stars able to get there first. McCurdy lose control of the puck. Now Kelly in the corner with it. Now the Stars on the move. Agnell sends it down low as that's going to be Michaud collecting it in the corner. Michaud pumps onto the brakes. Now that's going to be Hartnell going to chase after it into the corner. Feeds it up. Now Power tries to chip it up. So that's going to be along the Fundy penalty box as the puck is frozen here along the wall. Michaud, as we got delayed penalty coming up. So we'll wait and see who it's going to be on. And it's going to be on the Stars, as it was Duty who quickly made her way to the penalty box. So the first Steel Mac power play of the game for the Force is now in action as we're going to have a face-off down low on the right side. Off the draw, it's going to be won back by the Stars. Bryant able to keep it in the offensive zone, sends it over to the left side. Gibbs with a slap shot off the crossbar, rebound opportunity. Oh my goodness, what a wired shot from Gibbs at the blue line. And it just missed as that puck sent down into the offensive zone for the Stars.
Penalty for Fundy goes to number 21, Haley Digby, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Then again, number
Now
21,
Danzig
Digby,
tries to send it up as that's going to go offline. Into the corner now, collecting that one is Hale behind the net with the puck. Knocked off the puck there down low as it's collected by the Force on the breakout. Damzik sends it to center ice. Now working in. Stretch feed across on the tie up there. Good job by the Fundy defender. Making sure to clog up that pass option as that's back up at the blue line. Gibbs tries to take a shot. That goes offline as she couldn't collect the puck. Now Mumbercat on the near side wall after the pass coming from Gibbs. Sends it towards the net. That's going to go off the glove there of Nash. Now Burris with it. Burris tries to send it up as that's going to be cleared down the ice. The Force and Cliff comes out of the crease to play the puck as Mumbercat now collects and goes behind the net. Kelly loses the net guard, headed back to the bench now as it's going to be collected by Mumbercat. Mumbercat up to McDonald. McDonald can't keep a hold of it. Now McCurdy tries to send it up. Mumbercat over to Power. Now that pass. Over to the right side, McCurdy. Jones. Now Fitzpatrick fails to hold as the equal strength is back in action as Hartnell in her own zone collects. Sends it over to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick tries to slide the puck up to Jones. McCurdy tries to keep the puck in the offensive zone. That doesn't happen as it's now a 2-on-1. Jones with McDonald. Jones walks in over to McDonald. One-timer chance, loose puck. The Stars find it and clear it down the ice as chaos abrupted down low in the offensive zone for the Force. And icing is going to be the call here. 2:07 left to go. What a beautiful couple of chances by the Metro West Force Red here in this second period of play. As Danzig goes to take the draw. Now Burris into the corner with it. The Highlander Stars. Burris now tries to make a move, able to recollect the puck. Michaud knocked off the puck after a stick check. Burris able to re-find it. That's going to be sent down low. Turner looking around for a pass option. Now a loose puck in front. Hartnell able to find it. Now Power moving up the near side wall into the offensive zone on the right side. Walks in, shoots, blocked by Burris there and kept in the offensive zone. Turner on the far side wall. Kelly goes to help out. Kelly walks in. Kelly shoots. That's blocked by Burris once again as it's going to be picked up and sent towards the net. A pad stop there for Nash. As we hit the final minute of play here in the second period, Neal with the puck. Works into the offensive zone, sends the puck towards the net. Gibbs not there for the one-timer opportunity as it's going to be sent along the far side wall. Now Reed tries to keep it in the offensive zone here as that's going to be sent out to the neutral zone. Gibbs finds it. Gibbs tries to work in as that's going to be collected by McDonald. McDonald with 25 seconds left to go. Taken down on the play. Collected in the corner there by Michaud. Now it's Neal. Neal. Martin. Now it's going to be Ancliffe. So that's going to do it here for 2 periods of play on High Button Sports. The score is 1-0 as the Fundy Stars have the lead here early. Stick around. So we have the 3rd and final period left to play in this U15 AAA female provincial matchup between the Fundy Highland Stars and the Metro West Force Red. I'm Cohen Ingram. This is High Button Sports. See you in just a few moments. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to High Button Sports as we're here in Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia, ready to bring you this third period of play in the U15 AAA Female Provincials against the Metro West Force Red and the Fundy Highland Stars as we're ready to go under. As this one, Power now with the puck down low behind the net. Battling for it. She's knocked down to the ice as it's going to be Burris now moving along the wall. Now the pass out into the neutral zone. A breakaway opportunity here as it's Hale walking in and a takedown and a delayed penalty coming up. As the penalty is going to be on number 12, Holly Gibbs. So the power play headed to the Stars to start us off in this third period of play. Face off down low in the Force zone on the far side as that draw wins it back, and that's going to wrap around to the near side. Takes a weird hop off the boards actually and is going to be sent down the ice by the Force to kill some time off that clock. Harrison now with the puck. Drops it off, now on the move. Little turnover there for the Force as that's going to be shot wide. Duty now along the near side wall. Works around the net now over. Drops the puck off for Martin. Martin now sends it over to the left side. So that's going to be sent down the ice once again by the Force. Fitzpatrick now passes center ice, moves down. Nash out of the crease to play the puck. Now on the move, Duty. Works up into the neutral zone for the Stars. Pumps onto the brakes, tries to get a redirect on the go and sends it down the ice and goes for a change. The Stars now on the move, Byrne. Now walks in, Burris. Looks around, backhand shot, that one's off the crossbar. Close chance there for Burris, looking for her third goal of the tournament already, as that's going to be kicked down, sent down the ice by the Force. Now the Stars on the move. It's going to be Burris now with the puck. Burris works up to the center ice now, tries to work into the offensive zone. Shoots off the shoulder there of Van Cliff as the Force now try to break out of their own zone. 16 seconds left on the power play for the Stars as McLeod now works around to the far side, sends it up to the blue line now for Burris. Burris. Back for McLeod. McLeod walks in, shoots. Redirected wide as it's picked back up by Burris. Gibbs out of the box, sent straight to the bench as that's going to be picked up now. Burris at the blue line, works in from the point, shoots. That goes off a stick into the mesh and out of play. 17-10 left to go in this third and final period of play on High Button Sports. Martin taking the draw on the right side here in the offensive zone. As there's going to be a false start on the Force side, so O'Sullivan is going to be coming in and taking the draw. Off the draw now, it's going to be picked up by Martin in the corner. Now on the move. Damzik tries to feed it over to the near side for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan now works in, tries to take a shot. That goes off the stick of the defender in the lane. As that's pinched up into the corner now. Martin now works from behind the net over to the right side. Now onto the far side. The Stars move into the neutral zone. McLennan with the puck. Gets past center ice, now sends it down as that's going to be into the far side corner. Picked up by Gibbs. Gibbs now sends it up the wall. O'Sullivan over to the right side. Now Jones can't get there. So that's going to be sent down the ice now by Bryant. Power shoots. That goes wide. Malloy. Feed in front. That goes wide as well as the defender took that one away. Now the Stars going the other way with the puck. Sent down by Hale. That's going to wrap around to the near side wall. Fitzpatrick battling with Michaud in the corner. Now over to the left side. Mumberket with the puck. Sends it up the wall. The Force on the move. Going the other way. A 2-on-1 opportunity. Power. Walks in. Malloy with a shot. That goes wide. Unable to get there in time as Nash clogged up the shooting lane. And that's going to go down the ice for icing. 15:25 left to go. And we're ready to go here down in the Stars territory for the draw. 15:25 on the clock. Now Burris sends it over. Collected by the Stars. Working in now with Scott as she loses control of the puck as the Force now try to make their way up into the neutral zone. Fitzpatrick tied up with Scott. Now that puck's going to be sent over to the near side in Force territory. Mumberket slides it up to Reed. That's going to be sent down low into the corner once again. Mumberket chasing after it. Fitzpatrick now lose the hold of the puck. Collected by Kelly as that's going to go off the glass. Collected by Reed. Reed looks around. Chips it off. Now that's going to go back to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick up to Meal. Now Kelly on the move. Kelly gets past into the offensive zone. Now lose control of the puck. Burris walks in, shoots. That goes off the stick there, Van Cliff. As Hartnell tries to feed it up the wall. Now that shot goes wide. McCurdy sends it down. Now back into the offensive zone for the Stars. Over to the far side. Now the Force try to make their way out of the zone. On the move. Into the offensive zone. A quick shot. A chest save. Rebound opportunity. Puck goes wide as it's collected by Damzik. Drops it off for Turner. Turner shoots. Tipped in front. Pad stop there by Nash for the whistle. 13:38 left to go in the third and final period of play. As they're just trying to adjust the net, I believe, down in the Stars zone here as we wait for the draw. Now, O'Sullivan. Now that's going to be sent down. Damzik with a quick shot. A pad stop there. Now recollected by the Stars. Now working around McLeod. Drops it off Nash. Covers for the whistle. 13:10 left to go here in the third period of play. Little fun fact about Abby Kelly, an AP for the Lindsay Surge, one of the High Button Sports teams we did all winter long. I was luckily able to commentate most of their home games this winter as they fell short to the Greenfoot Caps in the Nova Scotia finals just last week. But Abby Kelly, the captain for the Force, able to get a few call-ups over the year. and get the chance at that U18 major level, which is one of the top leagues in Canada whenever it comes to female U18 hockey. As Malloy now tries to work down into the offensive zone on the left side. Now kicked out, Scott with the puck. Pinched up against the wall as the puck's now knocked loose. It's going to be sent back towards the Stars' territory in the neutral zone. On the move, Burris works into the offensive zone, does a nice move there, has space, shoots just wide as that chance comes to an end. And now over on the far side wall, the Stars send it back in deep. Fitzpatrick going to collect in the corner. Hale there to take it away, and a quick shot and a pad stop there as McDonald loses control of the puck. Now it's going to be the Force going the other way. Kelly with the puck. Now it's going to be picked up along the wall. Fitzpatrick takes a quick shot. That's going to go wide right. Burris goes to collect along the wall. Mumbercat came down to pinch. Now the Stars on the move. So that's going to be picked up now into the neutral zone. Hale with the puck as that's going to be collected now. Now it's McCurdy with the puck. McCurdy drops it off. Now that's going to be sent down into the corner on the right side. Meal. Lose control of it. Now Damzik along the far side wall. Now the Fundy Highland Stars on the move in the neutral zone. Send it down behind the net. McLeod. McLeod over to Michaud. Michaud now. And a quick shot there by the Stars as that's going to go wide now, sent over to the near side. O'Sullivan tries to get it over to Damzik as that's going to be collected now by O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan tries to work into the offensive zone. Now into the corner, Michaud tied up there along the wall. Jones tries to take it away for the Force. So that's going to be picked up on the left side. McDonald taken down there on the play, so whistle blown as the delayed penalty is called. 9:51 left to go. As we're back on the Steel Mac power play this time for the Force as they're looking to tie this game up at one apiece. The one of few power play chances the Force have gotten so far in this game, as it's going to be number 7, Lily Michaud, headed to the box for 2 minutes as Nash gets prepped there in the crease. As the Force now have the extra attacker, the puck's pinched up in the corner. Now up at the blue line, the Force have a hold of it. Quick shot there as that's going to be picked up at front. A quick shot as that goes wide. Kelly goes along the wall. Now Gibbs sends it over to the right side. Power, shoot, scores! The Force get the answer, and it's Sydney Power finding the back of the net to make it a 1-1 hockey game. What a setup there on the power play. 9:27 left to go here in the third and final period of play, and we're tied at one apiece here on High Button Sports. A critical power play opportunity taken advantage of, and success came out of it as we're back at center ice. 1-1 the score. Fresh start here in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia. Fundy Highland Stars already have a tie on the day against the Quad County Whitecaps, the hosts of the tournament. As this one's going to come down to the wire once again. Plenty of close matchups here so far. As Malloy works up now, tries to send it across, as that's going to be picked up down low. '. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Now Burris passes center ice, takes a slap shot. That one was whiffed on Mumberket. Picks it up behind her own net, pumps on the brakes to get a redirect. Looks for a pass option. That one sent off the wall. Now collected by Burris. Fitzpatrick. Sent over to the far side now. Reed works up. Reed walks in, shoots. That just goes wide and wraps around the boards to the near side where Martin collects. Turner with the puck. Now it's going to be the Highland Stars with it, and a collision there in the neutral zone as we're back. Hartnell chips it down deep into the offensive zone on the right side. We've got 8 minutes left to go here in this final period of play. So that's collected by Martin in her corner now along the near side wall. It's Reed with the turnover as that's going to be sent towards the net. Nash covers for the whistle. 7:48 on the clock. Now, quick shot. That one's blocked in the lane as that's going to be sent out into the neutral zone. Now Turner tries to feed it up. Taken back. That's sent down the ice for icing. 7:31 on the clock. As we see just behind the face-off dot here, Quad County Whitecaps getting ready for their game coming up soon. As after this one at 5 o'clock, you're going to see the Metro East Inferno facing off against the hosts, the Quad County Whitecaps, here on High Button Sports. Stick around for that one. As a quick shot on net, Nash covers. Off the draw now, that's going to be one back. Stars try to make it out. Now a turnover in the offensive zone. McDonald slides it in front. Power shoots. That just goes wide. Now kicked out into the corner on the breakout feed. The Stars on the move. As working in on the near side, McDonald looks around. Has space. McDonald walks in, shoots. That goes off somebody in the lane as that's going to be kicked out over to the near side. Burris keeps it in the offensive zone. Now it's going to be Hale. Sends it along the wall. Chip back down low. Hale ready for the pass option. Looks around. Surveys the ice. Sends it up to Burris. A shot and a blocker save there by Ancliffe. Now the Stars recollect the puck here in the offensive zone. Burris from the point. Works around. Sends it down low. Back up to Burris. At the point, shoots through traffic, and that one just goes wide. Sent back down low along the far side. Hale can't get there as it's going to go into the corner. McDonald finds it. McDonald drops it off for Scott. Scott tries to feed it out in front as that's going to go offline. Now sent down the ice. And icing is going to be the call here. 6:03 left to go. Martin taking the draw here. Off the draw now, Gibbs sends it across. Now it's going to be Neal. Neal tries to get it out. It's now Harrison with it. Harrison tries to look around. Kelly sent off the ice due to a net guard as that's going to be kicked out into Stars territory where Martin goes back to play it. Behind the net, pumps the brakes, looks for a breakout option. Finds a player on the left side as that's going to be picked up now by the force. Gibbs passes center ice, sends it up. Jones can't get there. Now Duty. O'Sullivan. Now Damzik finds a shot. That goes wide as that's going to be sent along the near side boards now. Fitzpatrick shoots. Picked up now as that's going to be cleared down the ice by the Stars. And icing is the call. 4:53 left to go in this final period of play. 1-1 the score. We've seen the Fundy Highland Stars make it to overtime once. Can they do it again? Or will somebody be able to come out on top in this final 5 minutes of play? Now collected. Jones feeds it back. Mumbercat tries to slide it over to the far side wall. Fitzpatrick tries to pinch, able to keep it in the offensive zone as Jones sends it down low. Now the Stars on the move. Bort sends it up. Now a stick check there, knocks the puck loose as it's going to be the Force trying to go the other way with it. Offside as the Force. O'Sullivan touches the puck. 4:23 left to go here in this one. Now Scott tries to work it up. Knocked down on the play. Malloy able to find the puck. Tied up, though, before able to get a proper chance at it, as that's going to go back. McDonald slides it across. Over to Campbell. Campbell now chips it up to Hale. Fitzpatrick. Now that's going to be found by McDonald here for the Force. A quick shot. Pad save there by Nash. Tracked down and covered for the whistle. Kelly taking the draw here, matched up against Martin. As there's going to be a false start on the Force side, so Kelly coming out, Reed taking the draw instead. As we're now ready to go. Michaud drops it off, now it's collected. Picked up by Turner. Turner takes a quick shot, and a pad save there by Nash. Rebound collected by Reed as that's going to be sent around to the far side wall. Hartnell collects, looks around, it's going to be kept in here. And now a break, quick shot there, a glove stop by Nash. Martin now, wind up, ready to take the draw, matched up against Damzik. Now Martin with the puck. Works up, tries to slide it into the neutral zone. Turner collects. Turner chips it off the boards now, tries to send it down. Duty. Looks around, tries to find an option, sends it across to Michaud as that pass now goes offline. Now Hartnell. Backhand pass. Now Turner sends it across. Gibbs with it. Gibbs works in, slap shot, and that's barred down and in! What a goal! Holly Gibbs gives the Force the lead. As the Stars make it back. Sorry, what? As the Stars make it back, and apparently they score instead. Oh my goodness, folks, what just happened? The puck was in the back of the net. Gibbs scored. Stars took it out and scored themselves. So we're going to have to take a quick break here up in the booth to take a look at that one while the officials down low discuss. And oh my goodness, folks, the Force are getting the goal. What a mishap down low here at ice level, as there was a lot of confusion here in the building, but the Force are going to be the ones taking the lead out of the both teams that just scored. I've never seen that before on High Button Sports, folks. That might have been a first for me. You never know what you're going to see at the rink. You never know. As we're back at center ice, ready to get this one underway. 2:17 left to go. So we're going to adjust the clock for the folks at home. What a game this has turned into. Burris loses her footing. Now collected by Harrison. Power takes it away here for the Force. Works into the offensive zone. Now going the other way with it. The Stars work in. As that's going to be Gibbs with the takeaway there after the one-timer chance, and a bar down goal coming from her to give the Force the 2-1 lead. Burris tries to work into the zone here, as it's now collected by Kelly. Kelly sends it down the ice. As the empty net is there for the Stars, the extra attacker is out, ready to go. Now it's going to be collected by Kelly, the Surge affiliate, and that shot goes wide. Picked up now by the Force, an empty net, a shot now taken away as Michaud takes it now. Neal with a shot that goes wide. Some traffic up in the lanes in the empty net chances for the Force, as it's going to be Mumbercat now collecting. Mumbercat sends that down the ice, doesn't have a chance. Just wide, as that's going to be icing. 41 seconds left to go here in the third period of play. Still trying to wrap my head around up here in the booth on what just happened at ice level, as we had 2 goals and 1 goal, but we're going to have a timeout up here. And we'll be right back on High Button Sports in just a few moments. All right, folks, and we're back here on High Button Sports. 41 seconds on the clock here in the third period of play as McDonald is taking the draw here. As that's going to be one back now, Mumbercat. Fitzpatrick wraps it around the wall. Burris now with it. Burris moves around the point. Tries to get a pass option. Holds on to the puck here along the wall. As that's going to be taken away here, the Force trying to get that extra goal to seal the deal is O'Sullivan with a backhand shot, and that goes wide. And that's played along the wall here. 5 seconds left to go. The Force have to get one off if they can, and I believe that's going to do it, and yes, it will, as the Metro West Force Red defeat the Fundy Highland Stars 2-1 final here on High Button Sports at the U15 AAA Female Provincials in Port Hawkesbury, Nova Scotia. Stick around for Player of the Games coming up in just a few moments.
For Fundy goes to number 20, Layla Burgess.
And for the Fundy Highland Stars, it's going to be number 20, Layla Burris, taking the Player of the Game.
MVP for Metro.
And for the Metro West Force Red, it's going to be Sydney Power taking the Player of the Game. Congratulations to both these ladies who worked very hard here in this 3 minutes of play on High Button Sports, and that's going to do it for this matchup. Stick around, is coming up next. We got the Metro East Inferno facing off against the hosts, the Quad County Whitecaps, here on the High Button Sports Tournaments YouTube channel. We'll see you there. Enjoy the rest of your week.